Hi traders, it's Jason here. So this will just be a quick little setup tutorial to get the indicator installed on your platform. So this is the Google Drive folder that you have access to. You'll notice that there's a DTB shadow trading. That's the indicator over there. So download that to your PC. There's also a README document which you can go through once you've actually got the indicator on your system. And then once you've done that, you will see that you'll have the folder downloaded to your PC. So go to your tools, import NinjaScript add-on, go and locate that very specific download that you have. So it's called DTB Shadow Trading Comp. It's the zip file. You will click on open, and you may need to accept any sort of error message that pops up on there. And once it is successful, it will actually say that it has been imported successfully. Then you will load up a chart. So I've got a NQ20 range chart over here. So if you trade in the New York session and the price is a lot heavier or a lot faster, you can actually change it to a 40 range chart. So you can actually change this size of this bar. If you're trading the ES, MES, you might even want to go 4 or a 6 bar size. If you're trading a very active session, you might want to make that a 40. But in this example, we're just going to load a 20. You can load 2 or 3 days on your chart. So apply that, and you go into your indicator settings by right-clicking on your chart, go into indicators, and then scroll down to the indicator in the list. So you will have it listed over here. It will say DTB Shadow Trading Comp, December 2033. And you are just able to select the default. So if you load the if you load the indicator and just click on OK, it will load all the default settings as per how the indicator is designed to work. There are options over here to add sounds for the arrows and for the divergences. So you can go and select any sound file that you have over there. You may even want to create your own specifically for each instrument that you are trading. But for now, I'm just going to load the indicator as its default settings. And this is what it will look like on your trading chart. So if you do this and you see that the indicator is not reflecting on your chart, all it means is that the licensing hasn't actually been activated yet. So you'll see some log messages just saying license not yet active, and that just means that I haven't activated the license yet. But once you have the indicator licensed and you refresh the chart, it will show up like this. So let's take a quick look at this indicator. So as discussed in the video, you're going to notice the coloring of the bars. So if you scroll back on the chart, you'll be able to see historically what the indicator has done with all its arrows and the positioning of the momentum line. So a few key things to consider. Don't go and squeeze the chart like this, because that is going to make it very difficult to read. And you'll also notice that this momentum line is a free-flowing line on the chart. So again, if you go and compact it like this, it's not going to reflect as it should be. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that there's no F in the top right-hand corner. So if you ever see an F on the top right-hand corner, just click on that, and that's going to fix the scale of the chart. And when you are positioning the momentum line, what you're looking for is a previous high and low in the indicator. So you'll see over here, we have a high, we have a bit of a low. So this is the correct positioning of the chart. So depending on what you are looking at, depending on what the price has been doing, you will need to just adjust the scale from left to right. And you really only want to see the last high and then a bit of a retracement. So just seeing that on the chart, you know that you've got the position of the indicator correct on your chart. So this is exactly how it should look. I also have a properties. If you go into the properties of the chart, I've got a right-hand side margin. This could be anywhere from 100 to 180. So you can position it like that. I prefer to work with values over 150. It just gives you a little bit of room on the side of the chart, just a bit of a gap over there. So you'll see that we've had this this dotted line, this marker paint, and that the last signal for this, the very last signal, actually plotted on this specific bar over here. So the bars were gold, and on this very specific bar where it starts, that is where it actually plotted. So as soon as the price breaks below that, it's a good opportunity to sell. Just remember though that as soon as you see an arrow in the opposite direction, there's a good chance the price is going to reverse, which is what it actually did over here. And as soon as the bars are green, you know the price is in buyer's territory. If you see a red arrow, that means there's a chance that the price is actually going to reverse. It might even be for a short period like it did over there. But the key over here is to look out for this white dotted line, because that is going to give you a really good indication of the last signal that it actually presented. And you know, that is key when you're making trading decisions. So as you can see over here, the price dropped below. So that was a good little scalping opportunity down. As soon as this arrow painted, you know, to get out of any short positions. When the price came and broke through this marker again, above the price, the bars are green. That is a very good opportunity, excuse me, to actually get into a long position. So this marker will eventually start following the price again, especially as the market heats up and the price starts moving and it becomes very active. Then wait for that marker to be left behind and enter in the direction of the last arrow. So that is what you want to be looking at in the beginning using this indicator, and that will give you a safe method of actually trading it. So don't go and trade every single arrow you see. If you go trade every single arrow like you see over here on the right, so again, if I'm looking at previous arrows on a chart, wherever the momentum line is on the far right of the chart is where it is in real time. So when you're seeing arrows like this showing down, if the momentum line is above the price, and again, this is the momentum line over here, this line I'm trying to select. It's not letting me select it for some reason. But that line is a key determining factor of the momentum of the market. So as soon as that momentum line is above the price, you want to be very wary of entering any short positions. So eventually what will happen is it'll drop below, and you can see there it just dropped very, it dropped very slightly under the price. And now the momentum line is starting to drop. It's starting to show a possible reversal, but it was short-lived because the momentum line color changed up again, still showing an up situation. Over here, we have the gold bar starting to form, which means the price is now in seller's territory. And, you know, here we are again. So it's going to fluctuate like this. Just be mindful of this momentum line positioning. So just following a small bit of information on the chart by watching what that momentum line is doing. As soon as that momentum line crosses over price, like it has over there, and is showing up, there's a very, very strong indication that the market is actually going to go up. And you also have your connected dotted lines here for divergences. But you will notice that this white marker will be with price. You'll even see this white marker plot on different sections of the price as the price is moving. So right now, the last signal for it was over there. So a good thing to do will be just to look at this indicator in action for a period of time, watch what it's doing. Always check the arrow on the top, scroll to the last bar, and that's going to show you the accurate positioning of the momentum line at the last bar, and then you can start looking at possible entries into the market. So this is a very brief little tutorial. What I will do is I will record a live session trading this as well. But in the meantime, load this indicator up, have a look at it in real time. I've also recorded some live sessions. I've actually only recorded one at this very moment, but there's a playlist that you're going to find in that document. So if you open up that specific document that came with the tool, you'll see it over here, and that is just going to give you some information on what it is. It's telling you what all the different colors and things are, showing a picture of the indicator. There's two different templates that you can actually select, and if you go into the templates of the indicator, which I've just realized now I've actually got to add to the folder. But if you right click on the chart, go to your indicators and go into the templates, you will see that they will actually be in there. So go load up the indicator, load the template, and you are going to see two template files listed in there. So I just got to copy and paste them to this specific VPS, but you'll see template 1, template 2 in this list. And that document that I have just shown you actually explains what that, it explains what those templates are. So I'll just see if I can quickly bring it up again. There we go. So in here, you're going to notice if I just scroll a bit up, there's a template 2 and the template 1. So template 1 is basically the default settings. So you'll be able to review this document, load up those templates, and that will actually plot the indicator in different values. Great, so that's just a little Kickstarter for you to get you guys going. And be sure to check this folder more regularly because I'm going to be adding extra information for you guys to make sure you're getting the absolute best out of this indicator. You're able to also adjust some of the coloring of the bars, but for right now, just leave it as it is, especially if you're just looking at it for the first time, and then watch it in action. Great, I hope that helps you get started. Thank you.